Hello everybody and welcome to another mystery box function challenge. In the purple mystery box there's some math and your job is to figure out what that math is. You can pause this video, go to the link in the description and plug in as many numbers as you like into the top and see how they come out transformed at the bottom to find out what this mystery math in the purple box is. And then come on back, watch the rest of the video and see if I get what you get. Okay, let's begin. I'm going to put in a 0. And a 0 gives us a 0. Doesn't tell us much yet. And a 1 gives us, oh, I thought that was going to be a 1 when I saw it appear on the graph, but it's not quite a 1. It's a 0.84, etc., etc. That I'm not really sure just off the bat what that could be. Let's try a 2. And 2, well, that's slightly higher. It's 0.9. It looks like it's a curve that's flattening out really quickly. Let's try a 3. Oh, now it's going down again. What is this? I'm not sure. Is this a parabola? If so, where's the vertex? Maybe a downward facing parabola? This is curious. Let's try 4. There's 4. It does look like a parabola. Let's try -1. Uh-huh. And let's try -2. Yeah, okay. So I think, what? What is this? I'm going to try some more random points here. Let's try a 5. Let's try a 6. Oh, okay. I think I know what's going on. Let's try 7. All right. So I'm going to just give you a couple more points here, and maybe you've done this yourself already. I'm going to put in -3. I'm actually going to put in -3.14. Oops. 0.1415, and that'll be close enough. It should get me really close to 0. Very, very close to 0 there. Yes. So that last point I put in here is a clue. And we have not seen a function like this before, so if this one stumped you, no shame in that. This is the first time we're seeing something like this. We've got kind of a wave form here. So this is a periodic function, a function that goes through the same set of values over and over again. If we kept going on in the negatives, you'd see the same wave happening. It would crest at +1 and trough at -1. It's 0 at 0, and at -3.1415, does that number ring a bell? That's -pi. At -pi, it's 0. And actually, if we put in +3.1415, it would be 0 at pi. So this function is actually the sine function. And if you're not really familiar with this so far or yet in your mathematical education, what the sine function does, you can imagine an angle moving around the circle. And we're measuring this angle. And the sine and the cosine and the sine are the values of the x and the y coordinates of the point where that line making the angle intersects the circle. So this is pi over 2 at the top. Here's pi. So you can see if the angle is 0, the y value is 0. It's right on that x-axis. If it goes all the way around to pi, it's this flat line again, and the y value is 0. But at pi over 2, which is right about here, that's where it gets as close to 1 as it can possibly get. Well, it gets exactly 1 at pi over 2. So this is the sine function. So I think our answer here is just going to be f of x equals the sine of x. So we need to keep a lookout for these trigonometric functions from now on. Now that we've gotten one, we could expect the cosine maybe coming up soon. The cosine is the x value. So at 0, the cosine is as big as it can get. It's all the way out here, the x value at 1. So this circle is called the unit circle. It's got this length is 1 here, and this length is 1 here. So if we see the same shape, but it starts at the point 0, 1 and has that similar kind of waveform, that would be the cosine. All right, well, I think we've got this. Let's go ahead and reveal and see if we're right. And there it is, f of x equals the sine of x. And if we graph that thing, there it is. Kind of a crazy, wavy shape to the sine function. Well, how did that go for you? Have you not had any trig and this was a big stumper for you? Or have you had some trig and you were able to see what this was? Let me know. Thanks, everybody.